Hello, dear Orbifiers. Today we're going to use Orbify platform to build your own application based on Sentinel-1 radar data. As usual, we start by logging in. This is your application panel. You can see that I have already something. Let's go with the application that I made before. It's called Find Ships. Radar images are really good for tracking ships because surface of the open ocean is rather flat despite the waves, and it's rather dark, whereas the ships appear as bright spots in the radar images, therefore are easy to spot. So let's look at the code. We go for the workflow. It's made in Earth Engine. Here it's our code. Here is the wrapper provided by Orbify, where you can put your code. We start by importing the image collection. You can also have an access to all the Google Earth Engine data catalog, as well as other data catalogs that we are supplementing successfully. But let's start with imports with a nice typo. Here's the Sentinel-1 image connection, as well as Modis land water mask. Then the filtration. User provides always a date and the region, which are passed in our wrapping function as the dates list and the region, which is a geometry. We can refer to those in our code. Here, we take the region that was passed to the function. Here, I'm just renaming it as our area of interest. We take the date provided the list by the user. And here I'm making a simple trick. I'm just picking another date for the filtration just by looking for the data within 52 weeks, 1 year before our selected date. Here, those are the filtration functions that you can find in Earth Engine, the Python API documentation. Nothing really fancy here, but it's important to know how to do it. So we filtering by the dates and by the region. Here, we also filter by the instrument mode of the Sentinel-1 data. We look for interferometric white swath, VV polarization, and we are also selecting the VV polarization as a band. Here is where the actual magic is happening. We're stacking all the data blindly without extra filtration. Of course, you can apply another filtration like swath edges and taking care of the missing data or faulty pixels. Everything can go here. Actually, extra fill. You can add them here. But in this simple case, we just take stacking all of the images that were during 52 weeks before our selected date. And in the line 35, we are masking out all of the land pixels, because normally land is also much brighter than the sea. So in order to have a better look at the ocean, we just select the pixels that are over water. You can see in those 37 lines of code, we can have a simple shipping line detection. Here we also, by the return function, it's important to provide an image or images or features that will be displayed on the map. Simple as that. We also provide the visualization parameters compatible with Google Earth Engine. So let's save the code, go to our administrative panel, pick a preview. We already selected a region. Let's pick a date, create a preview, and it's already running. So what we have here failed, and we have a nice ladybug here. Closing parentheses, of course, we have an error feedback. Line 37, parentheses. Something trivial but annoying. Line for the last one, the very last one. Open, open, close, close, low. Of course, definition of the curl palette. So, as you can see, we have some error handling and feedback. Again, let's have another test preview. It's already running. So, after solving some bugs, we can see that the processing is finished. Visualize our example. The Straits of Gibraltar ships are clearly aligning along the shipping lines. Some fishing vessels along the coast. What you can do with that, it's up to you. You can merge it with automatic identification system to see which ships are where and which are not reporting their positions, so on and so forth. So again, this was the administrative workflow, and this is how the user will see it. Let's go for another region from the perspective of the end user, which does not have access to the code, just can execute and it's running. Order is placed. And here we are. View on the map. Exactly, you can see that accumulation of those bright spots where the ships were registered along the shipping lines around the Hel Peninsula. So, thank you for your attention and see you on the next example.